Police identify Raleigh officer shot during deadly Tuesday incident on Democracy Street, Raleigh WNCN. One Raleigh police officer was shot, and two other people, including the suspect, were killed during a shootout after a burglary call at a home in a South Raleigh neighborhood Tuesday. Just after 5:30 p.m. Tuesday, officers responded to a home in the 600 block of Democracy Street in the area of Chapanoke Road, off South Wilmington Street, just north of Tryon Road, according to the Raleigh Police Department. According to Raleigh Police, a person began shooting at responding officers who returned fire. One officer was hit in the shootout. The suspect was also struck when officers returned fire and was killed, according to police. Another man involved in the incident was taken to a hospital and died Tuesday night. Police said, "I thought I was going to be dead," says survivor of Raleigh shootout that left two dead. As snow fell over Raleigh Tuesday night, Jill Rohner ran out of her townhome while her boyfriend, John Rowe, lay on the kitchen floor with a gunshot wound. Moments before, the two of them had struggled to push her abusive ex-husband, Antonio Rodriguez, out of her home after he had shown up with flowers, despite a restraining order and a probation sentence. On Friday afternoon, Rohner sat still at a friend's dining room table, gripping a tissue as she recalled the night she thought Rodriguez was going to kill her. "I didn't recognize it as him," she said. "He had a big mask on and a hood. He plowed through the front door." After the initial confrontation, Rodriguez fled, and Rohner was able to call 911. But minutes later, he returned with a shotgun, and soon, Rohner was cornered in her garage, begging for her life. "I thought I was going to be dead," she said. "He could have killed me. He opted not to. We were face to face, and I was pleading with him." Raleigh police identified Rodriguez as the suspect in the triple shooting that killed both him and Rowe, and has left police officer M.A. Gillick critically injured. After their 20-year marriage ended 11 years ago, Rohner tried to shield herself from Rodriguez, she said. She left her home in Carteret County after he was convicted of stalking her. She faced intimidation, revenge porn, and violence at his hands. For years, she said, she worked hard to be joyful, find love, and travel. When she met Rowe 2 years ago, she finally felt safe. Now, as she grieves, Rohner is trying to make sense of what happened Tuesday and questions how a system meant to protect victims of domestic violence failed again. A day before the shooting, Rohner had a handyman come fill the holes in her wall from pictures because she was preparing to sell the home and move in with Rowe, a man she called the love of her life. The two met on an online dating site. "I have recently said to people, it took me 67 years, but I finally got it right. Found the right person," Rohner said. "I was very much in love." Rowe, a retired family doctor, was the father of 4 children and grandfather to 4, Rohner said. He had lost his wife 4 years ago. "He was just kind and sweet and generous and warm," she said. "He was just that man that gave to the community. And he just had a lovely family, which is part of what drew me to him. How well he got along with his kids and grandkids." As she recounted the incident, Rohner said Rowe was first hit by Rodriguez with a taser while they were fighting in the living room. Raleigh Police Chief Estella Patterson said the call was reported as a burglary in progress on Democracy Street. Rohner said while she was on the phone with the dispatcher, Rodriguez came back, broke down the back door screen, and shot Rowe. She ran into the garage to protect herself. Rodriguez found her there, but didn't physically hurt her. Rohner said while in the garage, Rodriguez told her, "You took everything from me." She said she thought it was best not to argue with him. When Roner came back into the house, Roe was still alive. Police had arrived and instructed her to leave as they handled the situation. She ran out with socks on, without her shoes or a coat. "I wanted everything in my power to just drag John with me out of there," she said. "I didn't want to leave John." Roner's neighbor, Kayla Biasaga, saw Roner run out of her house. "We were just chilling in the house," she told the N&O on Wednesday. "We didn't hear the initial shotgun that was fired. We heard cop sirens. We heard cop shooting. Then I saw my neighbor run out of the house with no shoes on, and we were like, 'Girl, get in here.'" Rodriguez shot at police from inside the home, and they returned fire, killing him, according to police. Roe was taken to the hospital, where he also died.